Hello. So last time we have covered the celiac trunk. Now we cover the next remaining part. Abdominal blood supply. So last time we have covered the celiac trunk and inferior diaphragmatic vessels. Right, so this is aorta. This is inferior diaphragmatic vessels which supply the inferior surface of the diaphragm. Then this is celiac trunk. It gives three branches. First branch is go like this and come. This is called left gastric artery, which gives some esophageal branches and cover the lesser curvature of the stomach. Then again, the second branch is go common hepatic artery. This common hepatic artery which divide again into two. This hepatic artery proper and gastroduodenal artery. Hepatic artery proper go to the liver, right and divide into left and right branches. The right branches go another branch to the gallbladder, which is called cystic artery. Cystic artery. Common hepatic artery divide into left and right hepatic artery, and right hepatic artery give branch to the gallbladder called cystic artery. Then third branches go to the spleen. This is called splenic artery, which go to the spleen. The splenic artery also gives some branches. First, it supplies the pancreas by three branches: arteria pancreatica, arteria pancreatica magna, or arteria pancreatica cauda. Then, and again, splenic artery gives one branch called left gastric epiphaloid artery or left gastric omental artery. Then, give to the short branches which supply the short gastric artery which supply the fundus of the stomach. Then this is the gastroduodenal artery which gives another branch which anastomos with left gastric epiphyseal artery called right gastric epiphyseal artery, which is branch of gastroduodenal artery. Then gastroduodenal artery come down and divide into anterior and posterior superior pancreatoduodenal artery. This is the course of whole celiac trunk. Then this covered we have last time. Again, at below there is another artery which is called superior mesenteric artery. This is celiac trunk. Celiac trunk. Then again, this is a superior mesenteric artery at level. There is superior mesenteric artery. Superior mesenteric artery at transpyloric plane, means a lower border of L1 vertebra. Lower border of L1 vertebra. L1 lower border. Then superior mesenteric artery descends like this, and it gives first branch which is called inferior pancreatoduodenal artery, which go above and divide into anterior and posterior and give an anastomos with superior branches around the head of the pancreas. Head of pancreas is present like this. This is head of pancreas and supply the head of the pancreas. This is inferior pancreatoduodenal artery, which is branch of superior mesenteric artery. Then it descends and give one branch which is called middle colic artery. This is called middle colic artery, which divide again into right and left branch and supply the transverse colon part, intestine part, which gives some arcuate branches like this. This is called arcuate branches. and supply the colon, transverse colon. This is called middle colic artery. Middle colic artery. It has right and left branch and supply the transverse colon. Then this artery descends and give another branch which is called right colic artery. The right colic artery again it divided into upper and lower branch. The right colic artery supply the ascending colon. It also gives some arcuate branches. Arcuate branches. These are the direct arteries basically, which penetrate the colon. And here it anastomos with right branch of middle colic artery. This is anastomos. This is again right colic artery. It has upper and lower branch. Upper and lower branch. Then again this artery descends and give another artery which is called iliocolic artery. It is the branch. It is the last branch of this superior mesenteric artery. This is called iliocolic artery. Now iliocolic artery has many branches. First, it divided into upper and lower branch. Upper branch has arcuate artery and then anastomos with lower artery of right colic artery. Similar. Now lower branch. The lower branch of iliocolic artery. This is iliocolic artery and its lower branch. It has 4 branches. First, here superior mesenteric artery also gives some branches. Remember, this first branch. This is first branch. This is second branch. This is and again this here. These also supply give some branches which is called jejunal and ilial arteries. Jejunal and ilial arteries. Ilial arteries. Jejunal and ilial arteries which supply the jejunum and ilium. Done. This is 4th branch, 3rd branch कह सकते हैं. This is 4th, this is 5th, last. And iliocolic artery has 4 branches. Same. These are the 15 to 20 branches which supply the jejunum and ilium. Here this is the lower branch. It has 4 branches. First, it gives branches to the ilium lower part. Lower part of ilium is supplied by this artery, iliac branch. Then second branch is cecal branch which supply the cecum. Third branch is appendicular branch and 4th branch is colic branch. There are 4 branches. First is ilial branch. Terminal iliac के लिए for terminal ilium, terminal part of ilium, for terminal ilium, terminal ilium. Done. This is first branch. Okay. This is second branch. Second branch is for iliac branch. Appendicular artery. Appendicular artery supply the appendix. 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 Then this is third branch called cecal artery. Cecal branch may also divide into anterior and posterior, like this. Anterior and posterior. Cecal branch has anterior and posterior branch. For cecum, this is the lower segment of colon which continue into colon, ascending colon. Cecum. Done. And this is the fourth branch. This is fourth branch, which is called coli branch. It again supplies the lower colon. So this is course of ileocolic artery. Upper valley direct anastomos with lower branch of right colic artery. So there are 5 branches. First, inferior pambinoduodenal, inferior gastroduodenal, second middle colic, third general and ileal arteries, fourth right colic artery, fifth is ileocolic artery, which again has many branches. Then this superior mesenteric artery, again this superior mesenteric artery, again anastomos here, ileocolic artery. Done. Last में here it ends. Superior mesenteric artery ends here. Superior mesenteric. At the end, in end, this at the end में it anastomos with ileocolic artery. Ileocolic artery. Done. This is the course of superior mesenteric artery at level of lower border of L1. At upper border of L1 is celiac trunk. Upper celiac. Upper L1. Then for upper is celiac, lower is superior mesenteric artery. Then again third branch come. This is the now this is the course of superior mesenteric artery. Middle colic basic supply the middle colon. Note this first. So now we'll cover the next. Now the third branch of abdominal aorta. First branch is inferior diaphragmatic artery. Second branch is celiac artery. Third branch is this is at upper border of L1. Now third branch of this is at L2 level. The third branch of this abdominal aorta is let's say this is superior mesenteric artery. Here. This is lower border of this is L2 vertebra. It gives branches which is called renal arteries. This is renal arteries. Renal arteries. And remember, abdominal aorta is present in left side, so right branch is longer than left. Left is shorter, right is longer. Which level? At L2 level, L2 vertebra. L2 vertebra. Then it gives another branch which is called at L3 vertebra. This is L3 vertebra which is called inferior mesenteric artery. This is called inferior mesenteric artery at L3 vertebra. This is L2, this is L3. Done. Then now again inferior mesenteric artery has many branches which supply the organs. This is superior mesenteric artery, go to the right and supply the ileum, cecum, appendix. Now inferior mesenteric artery go to the left and supply the remaining part of the ascending of the colon, rectum, sacrum, rectum, colon, etc. So first, inferior mesenteric artery go in left and give one branch called left colic artery, right colic artery, middle colic artery, and left colic artery. Which again, this left colic artery divided into upper and lower branch, and upper branch anastomose with left branch of middle colic artery, same pattern, and the lower branch descends and supply the descending colon basically. Now this artery again give this inferior mesenteric artery again gives some branches which supply the sigmoidal colon. Then sigmoidal colon this sigmoidal branch which again divide into left and right. The right one ascends and anastomose with lower branch of left colic artery here. Like this. There are many sigmoidal arteries, not single one. Many sigmoidal arteries. And then this inferior mesenteric artery again descend and supply the rectum as this gives some rectal branches here, and again this continue as this way. What happened? This is left colic artery, this is left colic artery, this is inferior mesenteric artery. It gives some sigmoidal branches, many sigmoidal branches, and again give this artery continue as descent and give rectal arteries and this again. This is again inferior mesenteric artery continue as superior rectal artery. What happens is this is left colic artery. This is left colic artery divided into upper and lower anastomose with them. Then inferior mesenteric artery descends this first branch. Inferior mesenteric artery descends and gives many sigmoidal arteries which supply the sigmoid colon. Sigmoidal arteries, many arteries, not single. Then this inferior mesenteric artery continue descend and give rectal arteries which supply the rectum. Third artery, this is rectal artery. These are also many arteries. And this again, inferior mesenteric artery continue descend and this is called again, now this is called superior rectal artery. This is called superior rectal artery. And again supply the rectum part. So this is course of inferior mesenteric artery. First left colic, sigmoidal, rectal, and continue as superior rectal artery. From below, this is rectum. Here let's say this is rectum. Here is rectum. Let's say this is rectum. This is superior mesenteric artery. From downwards, there are middle and inferior rectal arteries come from abdominal aorta. Abdominal aorta which branches? Internal iliac artery. We will come next. So first note, this is course of inferior mesenteric artery. So now we will cover the next branches of abdominal aorta, which supply the abdominal parts. So we know this is the renal arteries at L2 level. This is the renal arteries. Renal arteries at L2. This is inferior mesenteric at L3. This is superior mesenteric at lower border of L1, and this is celiac trunk at upper border of L1. Now come to the other branches of abdominal aorta. The third branch of abdominal aorta are this is superior mesenteric. These are called these are called gonadal arteries, which supply the testes and ovary in male and female according to them. These are called gonadal arteries. Gonadal arteries. Then this is four again branches of abdominal aorta. Then one branch of abdominal aorta are one branch of abdominal aorta is middle suprarenal gland arteries. Middle suprarenal gland arteries, which supply the suprarenal gland, which is adrenal gland also called. Both sides. Again same concept, right are longer than left because aorta is present in left. These are called middle suprarenal arteries, right and left. Yeah. So, how many branches of abdominal aorta? First branch is this is first branch, which is just below the diaphragm, called inferior diaphragmatic arteries. Second branch is celiac trunk. Third branch is superior mesenteric artery, and third branch. This is fourth branch because this is fourth branch. This is third. Again, this is third branch. This is fourth branch. Third branch is superior mesenteric artery. Fourth branch is renal arteries. Fifth branch is this fifth branch, and this is sixth, gonadal arteries. So there are 6 branches of abdominal aorta. Now come to the 7 branches. The 7 branches are called lumbar arteries, which go to the back and supply the back part, which is called lumbar artery. There are 5 lumbar arteries. So we mark here. This is aorta. Again, let's say here is the mark of lumbar arteries. Lumbar arteries. Which is 5 pairs, basically 5 pairs, 5 in each side, which supply the lumbar segments. Then 5 pair lumbar arteries. So this is 7 branch of abdominal aorta. This is 7. Now again, this artery divide into 2 terminal arteries. First, let's say this is aorta. We draw aorta from black. Let's say this is aorta. Then this is aorta. It at level of L4. At level of L4, it divides into 2 terminal arteries. This is whole aorta. Divided into 2. which segment, which level? At L4 level. L4 level. Into two which arteries? Common iliac arteries. Left and right common iliac arteries. Left and right. So these are the abdominal aorta branches. One is inferior diaphragmatic arteries, celiac trunk, superior mesenteric, inferior mesenteric. Four branches: renal arteries, gonadal arteries, lumbar arteries. These are the 7 branches of abdominal aorta. Note the important point, which are in pair. The pair which supply to both sides. First, inferior diaphragmatic arteries are in pair. Then, renal arteries are in pair. Gonadal arteries are in pair. Again, lumbar arteries are in pair. L4, these are arteries in pair. The unpaired arteries are celiac trunk, inferior mesenteric and superior mesenteric. Then, this is branches of abdominal aorta. Which branches? First branch is celiac trunk. Celiac trunk. Second is superior mesenteric. Then middle suprarenal. The fourth is renal arteries. The fourth is renal arteries, basically. Fourth is renal artery. Fifth, middle suprarenal arteries. Sixth, gonadal arteries. 7, this is terminal arteries, basically. Terminal branches. Here it terminates in abdominal aorta. Then, so note this. These are the branches of abdominal aorta. What branches? लिख देते हैं यहाँ पे. First, inferior diaphragmatic artery. Again, celiac trunk. Superior mesenteric. Renal artery. Gonadal arteries. Gonadal arteries. Middle suprarenal artery, basically supply the adrenal or suprarenal gland. Renal artery, and then it terminates into common iliac arteries. Done. So basically these are the branches of abdominal aorta. These branches of abdominal aorta. Then note these branches. So now come to the common iliac arteries branches. Common iliac artery branches. So here we know this is the common iliac artery. Again, it divides into two branches. Basically, two branches. Which branches? External iliac artery, which go into the limb, and internal iliac artery, which supply the basically pelvis, lower region, pelvis or perineum region. Basically, which region in which gonadal organs are placed, reproductive organs. This is called internal iliac artery. Again, internal iliac artery has many branches. Internal iliac artery, again, it divided into anterior and posterior branch. This is internal iliac artery. Then this external, which go into the lower limb. Then it divides into anterior and posterior branch. This is anterior and this is posterior. First, we will cover the anterior branches. The anterior has many branches. Anterior, it go into the iliac region. Basically, it give into first four branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first branch is called superior vesicular artery, which supply the basically urinary bladder upper surface. Done for urinary bladder. Urinary bladder. Done. Again, if superior artery present, then inferior artery also present. So first, then this is second branch, which is called uterine artery. Again, uterine artery present in only female, which supply the uterus. For uterus, no role in male. Then third artery is called ovarian artery. Again, it is also present in female. Ovarian artery, not in males. This third branch basically. Here, not anterior branch terminate, and this is fourth branch. Fourth branch is called superior branch. So here is inferior vesicular artery. Artery. Inferior vesicular artery supply basically the inferior urinary bladder, inferior bladder, basically inferior bladder part. Then it supply the terminal ureter, and in males it supply the prostate gland. In male, prostate gland in male, and seminal vesicle vesicles in males. Basically, these are part of male. This is male part. not in female. These two arteries are in female. Then now again, here and here this is anterior branch. These are the branches. Again it gives one branch more. This is first branch, second, third, fourth and fifth. Fifth is called inferior. This is called fifth branch, called inferior gluteal artery. Gluteal artery means it is supplied the inferior gluteal region, basically hip wall region, gluteal region. Done. Now again same thing. If inferior present, then superior must be present. This is fifth branch. So these are branches of abdomen, anterior part of internal iliac artery. Then internal iliac artery again. It continue as, here is continue as which is called internal pudendal artery. Then this is called internal pudendal artery. It is continuation of anterior branch of internal iliac artery. Then now important thing, what happened? Come to the posterior branch. Now first cover the rectum part. Remember, this is the internal iliac artery, and we know this is the superior rectal artery in rectum, which is continuation of left colic artery. Now internal iliac artery, it gives a branch, and here anastomos. Internal iliac artery. This is branch of internal iliac artery, which is called internal, which is called middle rectal artery. Middle rectal artery. Superior branch from left colic artery. Inferior mesenteric artery. This inferior mesenteric artery continue as superior rectal artery. Middle rectal artery comes from internal iliac artery direct branch, and third branch of this, third inferior rectal artery come from internal pudendal artery. So here anastomos occur of three arteries. First is continuation of inferior mesenteric artery, which is called superior rectal artery. Second branch come from internal iliac artery, which is called middle rectal artery, and third branch is from internal pudendal artery, which is called inferior rectal artery. And again, these whole three arteries supply the rectum. Done. 1, 2, basically these three, and 3 from this. Basically, these are the main highlighting arteries. These. One, and this is 2. These three arteries completely supply the rectum part. And again, many branches also come. And this is called superior rectal artery, which is continuation of same thing, left inferior mesenteric artery. Done. this course of internal iliac artery. This anterior branch, this is posterior branch. Now there are many branches in posterior artery. First note this. So here this is the course. So here this is the course of abdominal blood supply. Next time we'll cover the venous supply of the abdomen. Thank you.